cherish each episode because you never know when the next one's going to be, and there may not be a next one.
Yeah.
This one may not even release, and we're just talking to each other.
Yeah, just talking for no reason.
This episode might only be seen on the 30 for 30, where the unaired episodes went to die. What up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Backrow Boys. Oh, they see the alarms are going up. Everything is going up. The world is on fire because we're back right now, guys. Obviously, if you guys have forgotten or if you don't remember, you're about to know. You better remember who this is. This is Eddie Matthews, the most electrifying man in the podcast sphere. And I got my boy.
Is it me? I don't know who you're looking at.
Yeah, I don't know anybody.
It's a boy, Stan the Man, Philip Stan the Man. What y'all used to call me, the screwdriver? Or yeah, y'all had some other nickname for me, but I forgot what it was.
It was a little screwy.
Little screwy. So I'm glad that went away. It's good to be back, guys. I know it's
that did not stick.
We tried. I'm throwing it to my boy. I think he's down here, but
I got it. Just kidding. But hey, welcome back, y'all. Chris Matthew here. Excited to be with the gang. It's been, I don't know how long it's been, but it's like we're back together. Like, just nothing's changed.
The Backrow Boys are back. And guys, welcome to another episode of the Backrow Boys. I'm glad everyone's here. Continue to like, subscribe, share to your friends. And if you're not following us on YouTube, Spotify, Apple, we're on all the platforms, guys. Go ahead and follow us. Hit a like, hit a retweet, because that's how the algorithm works. So, fellas, I know it's been a while. People are asking. The community's wondering where the hell we've been. People are wondering if we got beef. Do we got beef?
I'm vegan. No beef here.
Only halal beef.
I'm actually a Christian. So clearly there's no beef here. I don't want people keep saying, do we break up? What's the drama? Blah, blah. People always try to find some juice, man.
I wish we had
one beef on this podcast. There's one beef on this podcast, and that person's no longer on this podcast. Am I right, guys? Am I right? Y'all watched that episode. There was no beef. There was no beef.
There's a lot of zebra cakes, and that guy just didn't want to accept zebra cakes.
Fuck that guy.
We don't even talk about him anymore.
It's like Voldemort. He who shall not be named, right?
Yeah, he shall not.
Yes, sir.
Man, oh man, guys, what's new, man? I know it's been a long time since we've been on the pod. I know the community's wondering where we've all been or whatever, but I mean, it's good to see you guys. I know we see each other here and there. We have a little get-togethers or random hangouts, but it's really good to see you in a virtual space because I don't have to smell you guys. So
lucky you. No, it's good to be back. Yeah, I mean, we're just busy. It's like not like we don't want to do this, right? It's just Stan's traveling the world and Ebby's selling like 3 houses a day, and I'm just sitting at home. No, but we just just random stuff. Like I guess I can get into mine. I have a baby now, so her name's Kara. I think we talked about it like probably a few episodes ago, but she's here. She's 4 months almost, so she's a big girl. We had a picture where she was in her little swing thing, and she was like so tiny, like the size of like my mic almost. Now she's like 6 mics. I'm like, man, these kids grow, man. So it's been fun, just doing that, trying to get back to working, just figuring out new life, right? But that's just a little bit, I guess, what's been going on with me, right? I feel like most of everything is like everything kind of revolves around her. Like one thing I'll add too, like we went on a trip to Austin recently, right? And it's like traveling is just so different now. It's like we have to plan what we're gonna take, like not us, like what our clothes are. It's like what is for her, what are we gonna take, right? And then when we go places, when is she going to eat? It's not about me eating no more. It's about when is she going to eat? When is she going to drink, right? When is she going to sleep? It's like, fuck Chris, right? So it's like, that's the new life now.
That's the new life, my man. But hey, you're killing it, man. Papa Chris is killing it. The beard is coming in real nice. So
I appreciate it, dude. Trying to keep it growing. It was like a little bit like right there. So I like the length, and now I'm trying to get back into shape too. I'm like, I think with, baby, when we weren't sleeping much, I was just eating away, man. Now I'm at 180, so I was at 197 when I know this is TMI, but I was like 197 when I after the baby came out. So happy to cut down. Hope I can keep going.
There you go.
I guess that's
slow and steady, right? Slow and steady.
Stan, what about you?
I think. So I've been traveling the world, man. I've been a little bit of everywhere. So mainly up north, been to Boston. I took a couple of trips. Where else did I go? I took a couple of trips here just in general. I went to New Hampshire. I'm going to Hartford next week. So just a little bit everywhere. A couple of weeks ago, I went to Taylor Swift concert. So
oh dang.
It was a lot of fun, man. So
love story.
She puts on a show, man. It's a crazy thing is like this concert was like her greatest hits. So like it was called the Eras Tour. So she did like a couple songs from every single era from like her first album to kind of now. So it's just crazy to just hear all of those songs. Because again, when she did like Love Story and You Belong With Me, that's like when I was in high school. So I remember that. It's crazy how music reminds you of like time periods. I don't know if y'all feel this way too, but like when y'all listen to a specific song, it's like, man, I was in college when I heard this song, and it brought back like those memories.
Man, you know, it's wild to me the whole Taylor Swift thing. Like, I mean, before it's like if a guy was going to a Taylor Swift concert, it's like, okay, well, that's interesting. But now it's like a lot of guys are going to Taylor Swift concerts. Like, isn't that pretty wild to me? I don't know. Maybe that's just to me, but I mean, I guess her music, I only like one song from her. It's called Bad Blood. That's it.
I mean, I'm not a huge music person, but I was going to ask, like, in general, like, are y'all people that go to like concerts and stuff?
Yeah, I used to say like I don't often go to concerts, but then I was looking back at it. I've been to so many concerts. Like I went to like Post Malone had Posty Fest here a couple years ago, so I went to that. I went to like 2 Drake concerts. One was with Lil Wayne. I've been to Aerosmith concert with my cousin. Pitbull and Enrique Iglesias. There's just so many like random concerts. And again, I like their music, but then just seeing them in person, it's just such a different vibe because there's so many other fans. It's like going to a sporting event, right? You know how we like watching it on TV, and it's cool, right? But when you're surrounded by hundreds of other people who have that same passion as you, it's just like a different atmosphere there.
To answer your question, because I'm kind of like, so I love music, but I'm not a huge concert goer unless it's like I really want to go to Posty Fest because I know he's coming in August to Dallas. So that's something I really want to go to. But I have a theory, like if people want to go to a concert, like I feel like you have to be up close to the stage to really experience the concert. But apparently people say like, oh no, you can sit anywhere because the vibration and its experience. And I get all that. But I guess for me, I really want to go to Post Malone. But I mean, other than that, maybe Drake. I don't know. Like, I don't really have too many people I want to see in real life kind of thing. But I'm more of a sports person where, man, dude, I'll go to a Conor McGregor fight. You know, The Rock is coming to WrestleMania, or, you know, shit, if Dirk's getting his, you know, jersey retired or Hall of Fame, I would love to do things like that. So
yeah, no, that's pretty tight. I've been to one concert. I went to a J. Cole concert at UNT. It was free, so that's why I went. But man, it was so tight. Like at first, like, you know how they have the opening people, so they kind of sucked. But then after he came out, man, it was badass. But the only person I would go to otherwise, like, I don't know, this is probably controversial too, because I'm not a huge music person. So this is probably my top 3. I like Drake, I like Lil Wayne, I like J. Cole. Like those are the 3 that I'm gonna listen to on repeat. I like, you know, like a few other people here and there, but if any of them 3 do like a concert, I'm gonna go to that, you know. But like, just like Abby was saying, I'm a sports guy, so that's what I would rather go to though. But that's cool that y'all go to concerts, or at least Stan does.
The next one I'm trying to go to is if Little Dicky has a concert. I really want to go to this concert. I'm still watching the show, man. The 3rd season just came out. It's so good. Yeah. And if y'all haven't seen it yet, y'all need to watch this show. It's amazing. Like there's highs, there's lows, there's some crazy stuff that happens. Like some of the things, if I told y'all want to believe, like that's allowed to be shown on TV.
I saw an episode of him and Jack Harlow.
Oh yeah, Harlow seems cool.
That was one of the most recent episodes. Yeah. I would want to go to Jack Harlow concert too.
Yeah, dude, I would go to that too.
He's pretty good. I just saw his movie recently, Jack Harlow, White Man Can't Jump.
Is it good?
Was it good?
It was pretty good, man. I was kind of skeptical, but then I watched it. I was like, damn, this is kind of nice on a Saturday night, you know? So
yeah, dang, yeah, I wanted to check it out too because it's always on, like, it's on Hulu, right?
Yeah, it's on Hulu. That's the cool thing with a lot of these movies now. You can just literally just pop it on your TV and you're good to go. Or use Stan's bootleg links. So
now, speaking of movies, I guess in the past 6 months, that's something that I've been doing a lot too. I've been actually watching a lot of movies. Yeah. Specifically, I think 2 big Marvel movies came out, which was Quantumania and then Guardians of the Galaxy, which was amazing. And then this past weekend, Spider-Man just came out, and that was probably one of the best movies I've ever seen. I'm glad I watched it in theaters because the visuals were great, the music's great. It's one of those, like, the animation, I don't think it's ever going to get old. I think it's going to age kind of gracefully.
Yep.
And you saw it too, Abby, right?
Yeah, I saw it. And same as you, Stan, man. I've been so busy, like, watching movies because it feels like it's like 2019, because there'll be times where people might make fun of me with this, but I don't care. But I love to just go to the movies by myself. Like I like, especially now with like you get assigned seats, you can order food and drinks. Man, this is an awesome experience. Like I have so many stories where people have caught me watching movies by myself. Oh, it's
Dude,
so
there's nothing wrong with watching a movie by yourself, though. Like I thought, I was in the same boat as them before, like many years ago, where I was like, oh, who would go to the movies by themselves? But then I like the past couple of years, I've been starting to go to movies by myself, and it's amazing because you don't have to wait for anybody. You can get food whenever you want, drink whenever you want. You can go to the bathroom. You can do everything on your own timeline. So it's great. And again, you don't really even talk to anybody during the movie. It's just really you're sitting next to each other, and that's it. Maybe one day be like, "Ha, that was funny" or something, or like small quirks, right? But like you don't have conversations during the movie.
I was gonna say, going to the movie, it's by yourself, it's fine, but then it's like when someone sees you, that's when it's weird, right? Because I can go to a movie, it's fucking whatever. Like I don't even think about it. If someone fucking sees me, I'm like, shit. Like just go into the chair.
Well, I have a quick story about that because that's exactly why I feel like I like Chris. I'm cool going to the movies by myself, but it's when someone catches you what really gets you going, right? So I remember one time I went to work, and this is like 2017. This is like obviously way before the pandemic. Went to work, then right after work, I was like, I'm gonna go to the gym, took a shower there. I was like, I don't feel like going home right now. And I think it was like a Thursday night or something, right? So I ended up just like, let me just go to the movies and just chill there or whatever, right? This is before assigned seats and food that you could order at the seat. I went to a regular AMC, right? I ordered a couple of boxes of candy. Yes, a couple of boxes of candy, a large Coca-Cola, and I started watching the movie, right? I'm like sitting there, all of a sudden I hear my name, Ebby, and I'm the only person in this theater. I'm like, what the hell? And it's Sean Matthew and his two sisters and his brother-in-law. And I'm like, oh, what's up, man? And then I thought it was looking at me, hey, what's up? But these guys came all the way to my row, sat all around me, and made me feel like crap. I was like, oh, snap, this is so embarrassing. Sean's brother-in-law Jason was like, "Hey man, you here on a date or something?" I'm like, yeah, she's in the restroom. She's coming, guys. And then and then the crazy thing is, the movie goes on. This first, like obviously I lied to them, right? And so the entire time they're like, "Dude, where's that date?" I was like, "I think she left me, guys. I think she left me." The crazy thing is, I watched a movie. The movie that I was watching is called Entourage, right? It's a movie about friends, and I'm sitting there watching it by myself. And so every time I see these guys now, it's like, "Hey, did you watch that movie? Did that girl ever call you back?" I'm like, "Yeah, she called me back. She called me back." So yeah, so it's embarrassing. Hey. I mean, it's still a fun thing to do. So.
Hey, it's the friends you made along the way, right?
There you go.
Yeah, it's only embarrassing when you get caught. But what else have you been up to, Abby? Besides watching movies by yourself?
Dude, just been just chilling, guys. Just chilling. I mean, what else new? Like, I haven't been selling 3 houses a day. Chris is giving me way too much credit. Just been burning gas for sure. But no, just been working. We're working all my jobs, doing a lot of MC gigs at weddings.
Oh yeah.
What else? Real estate is going good. It's kind of slow at times, but it's picking up. Got a good amount of clients, but the problem is, interest rates are so high. So to get them into homes, that's the difficult part, right? But other than that, work is going good. Been traveling this summer. We're traveling a lot. This week we're going to New Orleans. Next week we're going to Denver for Roshni and I have the same birthday month. So instead of doing 2 separate things, we're like, hey, let's just go to Denver and go hiking and have a couple of drinks and lunch or whatever. And so so it should be a good time. And then the end of this month we'll go to Broken Bow for a friend's 30th. So should be a chill time and just travel a little bit here and there. So
man, that's awesome. You got 3 trips coming up, man. Both of y'all are just traveling so much.
Yeah, I mean,
it's crazy.
I'm trying to keep it as minimal and quick because the cool thing is like both this week and next week's trip, we're leaving during the week and then come back on a Saturday afternoon. So we still have all Saturday afternoon and all day Sunday to recover, relax, chill, and then start Monday. That's a huge thing.
That's the best when you come back and you still have a day to chill. Like I hate coming back and then the next day you have to work, right? So if I come back and I work the next day, I'm usually back in the morning. So I still have that day to kind of do things as well.
Right.
Yeah, I have a question. So speaking of houses, like I know there's a bunch of things with houses going on in like politics and things like that. As part of your job, do you like keep up with that stuff? You're like, oh, like this bill was just passed and this is how it affects me, or like how do you keep up with your news like that?
No, that's a great question. I appreciate you asking me that. And so the weird thing is I'm like really into the news now. Like I'll wake up at 5 every day. And the first thing I do is obviously like brush my teeth, have some coffee, but then I'll turn on the news for like a good 45 minutes. And then I'll just kind of watch as much as possible. And shout out to Channel 8. That's WFA, Family First. That's my news channel. I don't
sponsor us.
Yeah, I don't like Channel 4. I hate Channel 5. Channel 8 is the way to go, guys. They're the best stuff. Anyways, but yeah, I just watch the news, and a lot of the stuff, I mean, it really does like affect us. And I think now we're getting older. Obviously we've been able to vote since we were 18, but just having more of a say in our everyday lives, how all three of us are into the market. We're looking into stocks. We're looking into like what's the best investments for our future. Like the news is the first. I mean, as much as there's so many bad things that happen in the news, like there's a lot of information that we use every day. And so I also watch this thing called Morning Brew. It first started as like an email chain or whatever, and then they converted to like a YouTube podcast kind of thing. So I watch that. And they do it really good. They put so much information in 20 minutes, but like it's good for your morning commute, or I usually put it on when I drive to the gym or when I'm on the elliptical in the mornings or whatever. So it's a really cool podcast, and those just break down the news of tech, housing market, politics, everything pretty much. Even like they'll break down the sports categories. They'll break down everything for you in like a real short, like 20-minute clip. So it's pretty cool. So I do that. Right, I read a lot of articles, and I'm like signed up with like Dallas Morning News and like random like even Channel 8. I did the notification, so if anything were to happen, like I know it's a sad thing to talk about with the Allen shooting. Like I got all those emails and notifications. Hey, get out of this area right now, whatever. So yeah, to answer your question, like I try my best to be on top of certain things and watch the news as much as I can or read about it, and because it really does affect housing and affects all of us in general.
That's tight. There's a lot of good resources. I've never heard of. I feel like I've kind of heard of Morning Brew, but I'll probably check it out.
I knew of it as an email link, but I didn't know they made a website. That's what I was actually looking up. So they have a YouTube channel as well.
Yeah. If you just literally type in Morning Brew on YouTube, I subscribe to it. So I mean, I don't pay for it, meaning like it'll like pop up on my
subscribe to the channel.
Yeah, and it's literally like 19, 20 minutes every day. And they're so like, I wouldn't say that like they're funny people. They just make it more enjoyable to watch. I'll say that. So to the community, to our Backrow Boy universe, check out Morning Brew. It's a quick 19-minute video in the mornings. They do it Monday through Friday. So it's fun. It's really fun to catch up throughout the week.
On Spotify?
It is on Spotify. It's on all their platforms. I just like the YouTube one. I'm a YouTuber.
Yeah, the other thing that I've been sinking hours into, I don't know if this is a good thing or a bad thing, but I've been saving the Kingdom of Hyrule. I don't know if y'all know what that means, but I've been playing 70 hours of the new Legend of Zelda game, and I even got a special edition Switch to kind of go along with it. So, this game came out March 12th. So I've been playing probably like 7 hours every single day. So
damn.
If people watch this video, they're gonna be like, "Man, these guys are sponsored by a lot of people now." I want everyone to know this is unsponsored, free.
Please sponsor us, Nintendo. Please sponsor us,
Zelda. Please.
That's cool, man. So you play
7 hours? That's crazy.
Yeah. So I mean, sometimes it's slow at work, so I'll bring it. That's a nice thing about Switch too. So you can just bring it there and like prop it up. So
wait, can you watch Netflix on your Switch thing?
Can I watch Netflix on my Switch?
Yeah.
No, but I watch Netflix on the computer.
Wait, with Zelda, like, is there that much stuff to do to where you could play like 7 hours? Like, isn't it? I thought it was like, normal games. It's like there's like a story mode. You beat that, it's over, right? Is Zelda like way more?
There's a story, but it's so like, let's say there's a story, right? And the world is so expansive, so you can keep walking. And let's say you have to get from here to over there, right? And as you're walking, some random guy would be like, "Hey, my friend is over there. Can you take me to him?" So I'll have to like escort him to his friend, which is just a little bit out the way. And then something else like a dragon will come, and then you'll be like, "Oh, that's kind of interesting." So you want to kind of go there, and then next thing you know, it's like 5-6 hours later, and you're not anywhere close to where you're supposed to go. We're just having so much fun. The great thing about this game is it's just like exploring, and then you can create weapons, and it's hard for me to just explain in words. But this is a sequel to the first game was called Breath of the Wild. This game is called Tears of the Kingdom. Breath of the Wild was probably some people say it was the best game of all time, like ever, which is kind of crazy, right? And then this game people say it may surpass it. This game is even better than arguably the best game of all time.
Really?
Dang. That's crazy. Is it this only on the Switch?
It's only a Switch. It's a Nintendo game. Yeah.
Oh, dang. Well, I mean, speaking of games, y'all know the new Spider-Man 2 game is coming out, or Spider-Man 3. Dude, that looks amazing. So,
That
Really?
trailer was so crazy.
dude, yeah.
Chris, you got his PS5, bro. You can get it up for that.
I know, shit. I might get it. I mean, I just play Madden, but I'm like, I need to try some new games. So when you're talking about Zelda, got me all fired up.
You got a PS5?
Yeah, I do.
What the
I
hell?
got it.
Can I borrow it?
No, I mean, yeah. I think one time it was funny. Like Alvin came over, my brother-in-law, and we were playing. I don't know. I think he just wanted to play Madden, so I was like, okay. So he was like, let me just play like an easy, chill game, right? So I made him play online against some random dude, and he got destroyed. And it was so funny because he was getting beat, and I mean, Alvin doesn't really play it, right? So it's just this guy probably plays all day. Probably a fucking loser, the other dude. But Alvin's playing him, and the dude gets off mic and he just starts talking shit down. And he's like, bro, you need to stop playing, bro. Like, just quit, bro. Like, you suck. And then Alvin's just laughing at him. And then Alvin's just, just cracking jokes with it. It was pretty funny. But I think he's the only other person that's played on my PS5.
Hey, that's so cool, man. I really want to get a PS5, but just for the Spider-Man game. But then I guess so.
Now it's like easy to get it, right? Like, I don't think they.
Yeah, they're finally back in stock. So these scalpers, they were deserved because like now they're trying to get rid of all their stock because they bought out like the whole supply, but now it's so easily like available. So that's kind of nice.
Well, some good updates right now. And I mean, and that's what it is. And to our listeners right now, like we just want you to know we've gotten so many DMs, so many messages from you guys wondering where we've been. So, and we appreciate the outreach. We appreciate that you guys are listening. We appreciate that you guys miss us. And hey, we're back, guys, and I mean, the format obviously is changing. We're in season 3 right now, but hey, we want to give you as much content as possible, right, Stan? We want to give as much as possible, right, my boy?
Right, I guess. No, yeah, we want to give you as much as possible. So I don't know if it's going to be, again, it's still TBD, right? If it's going to be weekly episodes, monthly episodes, but you'll get these episodes when you get them. So cherish each episode because you never know when the next one's going to be, and there may not be a next one.
Yeah,
this one may not even release, and we're just talking to each other.
Yeah, just talking for no reason.
this episode might only be seen on the 30 for 30, where the unaired episodes went to die. So yeah,
I had a lot of those.
Guys, one thing that I miss so much that we haven't done in 6 months? No, not that, you crazy guys. I'm talking about free shout outs. And a
free shout out,
guys and guys, and all the viewers out there. If you forgot or you don't remember, or this is your first episode you're listening to, free shout out is a time where myself, Chris, and Stan, we literally just give free shout outs to items, TV shows, places, people, whatever we can think of. We're not paid by anything. We are literally just doing out of the kindness of our hearts. We want to give a free shout out to these things. So I'm going to first give it off to Chris and see what his free shout out is for the week.
Man, well, appreciate it. Thanks for handing it off. I don't know. I guess it's been so long since I've done a free shout out. So there's just so much to pick from, right? I guess since, I had a baby and I feel like there's a lot of baby things happening in my life, I guess I'll talk about one thing. So when we first, baby came to the house, we're cleaning bottles. So there's a bunch of bottle cleaning. So, dads, moms, just be ready for that. It's going to happen a lot. So one thing I like that we bought was, so we wash it and then you kind of have to, first what we do is you wash it and then you have to wait for it to air dry. That shit can take 3 hours, 2 hours. I don't know. It felt like forever. It felt like that shit was never dry, and that's not good. You want that to be dried, right? And then also it's not really sanitized, right? You could put it in boiling water and stuff, but then you got to wait for the water to boil. It's just inconvenient. Basically what we did is we bought this sanitizing station thing. So it's like a little box. Throw all your stuff in there and it sanitizes and it dries that hose. So it's it's amazing. It takes 40 minutes maybe, but once it's done, you can just take out the stuff, pop it in, feed the baby, go to sleep. You know what I'm saying?
Mini dishwasher?
Basically, yeah. And we were saying too, once the baby's older, I'll probably just throw some of my random shit in there, just sanitize and dry that hoe, But I don't know what it's called, but let's just say it's a sanitizer. So I'm gonna give that my free shout out because it's keeping the bottles dry and keeping my baby safe.
Man, Chris better get a baby sponsored right now.
Yeah, please do.
Gerber, please sponsor us.
Gerber baby.
Well, my free shout out is gonna go to a special person actually. So, do y'all watch Parks and Rec by chance?
I do watch Parks and Rec.
So it's my boy Tom Haverford, played by my boy Aziz Ansari. He had one wise quote that always kind of. Oh no! I see the 10-minute warning, guys. It's not no longer unlimited Zoom either, so we're going to need to wrap this up soon as well. But yeah, Tom Haverford, he had a quote, and I see this quote every single day because of this trusty thing, which is my mouse pad. There's a quote by Tom Haverford. It says, "Sometimes you gotta work a little so you can ball a lot." I don't know if it's reflected for y'all or not, but
yeah, it's good.
Yeah, it's like perfect.
I always see this every single day, and there's those days that I don't want to work or I just want to be lazy. But every time I see that, I was like, you know what, I can work a little bit because at the end of the day, I can ball a lot. So
there you go.
Gotta keep going.
That's my boy, Tom Halford. Well, my free shout out. So obviously we all know there's so many platforms, we got the legendary Netflix, we got Disney Plus, we got Hulu, we have HBO Max, or what is it now called, Max. It had like a identity crisis or whatever. And so I gotta give a huge shout out to my favorite platform, which is Apple TV, right? On Apple TV, there's a show called Silo, right? So it's spelled Silo. Silo is one of the greatest TV shows I've ever seen in my life, and it just came out. And it's only, a few episodes in or whatever of season 1, but the whole concept of the show is that it's about 10,000 people that live underground. We don't know the year, we don't know the time frame, we don't even know why they're underground, right? And so these 10,000 people for almost 140 plus years, they have been living, actually, no, not 140 plus, it's been 140 years since they've been down underground in the silo. And there's farmers, there's doctors and engineers, teachers. And then the lower you are in the level of the silo, you're like, kind of like the down deep, that's what they call it. You're kind of lower class and you're doing the dirtiest jobs. And then you keep getting higher and higher. And one thing, you can't like take an elevator to go up and down, or there's nothing like that. You have to literally climb this like spiral staircase to get to the top. And sometimes it takes days on days just to get to the top. And the top is where like judicial, the sheriff, deputies, all these like higher people and mayors like live or whatever, right? And so they live in this like, code of life, and they just continue to just go about their days. But in the show, you'll see like some people have questions like, I want to go outside. Like, what's outside? What's more to this world? Like, they don't even know the basic things of like what you and I, all three of us, take for granted. Like, they've never seen stars. They don't know what animals are. Like, they have like cats and stuff walking around or whatever, but like, they don't have anything that we see on a normal basis, like forests or like national parks or whatever. Right. So it's a great show. It just, there's so much great direction it can go to so many great seasons. That's why I love the show. It's written like, it's from a book, obviously. So they have like 3 books of it from back in the day that they converted into this TV show. So look into it. It's one of the greatest TV shows, I think. I don't think a lot of people know about it right now, but because it's on Apple TV. But I want to get the juices rolling. I want everyone to get excited about it because this is what's going to change the world. It's the Silo. So
crazy. Okay. Yeah, because I'm watching Ted Lasso right now on Apple TV. So once that's over, I guess I'll check out Silo.
Yeah, dude.
I don't know if it'll be better than One Tree Hill, but hey.
It definitely will be better than One Tree Hill. I'll tell you that.
Dude, honestly, speaking of Apple TV, I just started watching a show on Apple TV called Platonic, which is with Seth Rogen and Rose Byrne. It's so funny.
Good? Is it good?
Yeah, I mean, it's just like, it's a show, exactly like almost like The Neighbors, but just like a little bit different. But the comedy is still kind of the same. So if y'all like Neighbors or Neighbors 2, it's the same actors and actresses. But and I love Seth Rogen, so yeah, I like it. It's good. So Apple TV, man, killing it out there.
Dude,
yeah, they got 3 free shout outs.
Yeah, dude. Hey, Apple TV, Tim Cook or whoever's out there, if you like what we're bringing, please sponsor us. Well, anyways, guys, Chris, Dan, I'm glad we're back, boys, into the Backrow Boy universe, to the community, to all of you that keep reaching out. We are reaching right back, and we want to grab you. I mean, not like that, not in a weird way. Sorry, guys.
Perverts.
What I mean is, we appreciate that you continue to like, subscribe, share these videos with your family, friends. Send this video to India, because obviously we're all Indian. So let's keep the love going. Let's reach this community and let's go global. All right. So from Evie Matthew to Stan Phillip to Chris Matthew, we are the Backrow Boys. Stay safe, stay classy, and we'll see you in the back row.
Peace.
Peace.